Mike, when you see your guys go down 2-1 in any moment there, do you think you might be in for a surprise you didn't want?
Not really. I mean, I thought we were dominating territorially. We had the puck all the time. Bob was really good. I thought we were wearing on their D, and I thought we'd get to them. That's what I told the guys after the second. Obviously, the second goal was a big goal for us. But I just said, steady on the rudder. We're doing things right. Be a little more patient without the puck. And when you do good things happen. That's just the way it is. So we just keep grinding. And their goalie was really good, though.
Here and on the left.
Mike, a couple of your players have talked about in the second intermission, they didn't feel a ton needed to be said. Everyone in that room has been through so much and won so much. As a coach, when you know you've got that group in that room, what do you take into that second intermission?
Well, I'm like them. Basically, that's what I said. I said, we're playing real well. Here's a couple things to consider, but we're playing well. Just keep doing what we're doing, and there's no chance they can keep up if we keep doing what we're doing. And in the end, that proved to be true. Obviously, goaltending at this event, the goaltenders are spectacular. So they can, hold the fort for a long period of time. The first time we played the Russians, it took us till a third and then to overtime to win. So, today we got there a little quicker, but it's still, Bob was unreal.
Go ahead.
Mike, conceding that Sidney Crosby's always been really good at hockey, where have you seen the biggest growth in his game from when you first started taking him to these tournaments to now?
Well, I just think he knows how good he is, and he's more patient with what he's doing. And when things don't go well, he doesn't get frustrated. When people cross-check him, he doesn't get riled up. He knows he's going to have success over time. The other thing that happens when he plays with Taser, and not on the same line, but Taser does a lot of stuff so he can do what he does. So to me, that's a pretty good 1-2 punch, and gets he's no slouch.
Danny Martin.
Mike, over here on your right side. It's kind of a perfect segue because I was going to ask you about what the job that Taves and Couture and Perry and, for the most part, Weber and Vlasic did tonight, not just on Ovechkin, but whoever Ovechkin was playing with. What was the key there to them? He barely touched the puck.
Well, Johnny won all the face-offs, and the guys are good defensively. Ovi's a big man and can wear you down. Webb doesn't get worn down. He's too big. I thought it was a good, stable pair and a good group. Corey Perry, I never thought at the start would ever play in that situation. I just talked to Perez. I just said this, a number of times is what we need you to do for us to have success. And so he's all in and doing a good job. He's a winner. He's won everywhere he's been, so he's doing a good job. Those other two guys are real smart hockey players, know how to play. They're better than their sums of their parts, if that makes any sense. Those two guys, they're real elite thinkers, good players.
Martin and Pierre Lebrun.
Coach, I know you will say that it's just a step forward to your goal as a team, but stupid question. Is there a moment that you say to you, this is the best team and I had the easiest job in the world? When you see the way that Sid Crosby and Taze lead the group.
I think that's what you guys think. I don't know. This is the way I look at it, real simple, is I get up every morning and I do the best I can and work as hard as I can, prepare my team the best I can, try to love the guys the best I can, make them feel good, make them better players. And I go home and love my family, and I come here and do it again the next day. And over time, things have worked out good.
Pierre.
Mike, I know every tournament's different. Some of the players have changed, but because of the symmetry that's existed between you being behind the bench for the last two Olympics in this tournament, and Taze and Crosby and Weber and the leadership group all being the same, how does that consistency of that help in moments where you shouldn't be behind and suddenly you might get rattled or another team might get rattled, but just like the Latvia game, you just stick with it? How does that help to have been together as a group over time?
Well, I think obviously it's important. When we had the Greybeards that year in 2010 with Needs and Prongs and Iggy, they provided great stabilization for us in the room. And Boiler was on that team, and there were some good men who had been around a long time and to help these kids. These kids now aren't kids anymore. and they know. And I don't know what they'd say. I trust them, and I think they trust me. They know we're prepared. They know we're good. They know we have a chance. And that's all you can ask in life is a chance. And now we have a chance to compete for the real prize. That's what we all came for. Now we've all given up. I don't know, is it 3 weeks? It seems like 4 months, but is it 3 weeks? Anyway, so let's just keep getting better and find a way here in the end. Now, obviously, we're going to play a real good team from the other side, and nothing's guaranteed, but we have a chance.
2 more questions in the back.
Mike, you've had a chance to reflect on your international success.
Okay.
When Brad Marchand gets a chance to do the same, what's tonight going to mean to him?
I was going to wonder why he didn't shoot the third one in the empty net and get a trick, for crying out loud. I think Marshy's one of those guys probably, and I know I'm good, but not as good, obviously, a guy like Claude would. But if you look back when he enters the NHL and he thinks he's going to get to play for Canada at the World Cup, he probably doesn't see it like that. I think that's a lot of us. You're growing up in Saskatoon or you're a coach at Red Deer College, you probably don't think you're going to coach Canada's Olympic team. I think that's most people in the room. You don't know what you're going to do, but if you pursue your passion. So for Marchie, good night for him, but he's an important player on our team, and that's been a real good line in the tournament, to say the least.
Last one, Arpin.
Just to pick up on that, Mike, when you first thought up that combination, could you have pictured what that line's done in this tournament?
Well, I mean, you're always hoping that each line's going to be good. In a lot of these tournaments, I've had way more change than in this tournament. This tournament's been like, I don't know what happened here, but no, usually it's not like that. It's a work in progress, and you grind and you try to make it better. We've had success this far, but let's not get carried away. We now have an opportunity to have success. We're going to be measured on what happens next. I really like the progress we've taken. Ideally, we can stay healthy and we can find a way to play as good as we possibly can. And in the end, that's enough. And so that's what we're going to try to do.